Hi guys, Saint here, and I wanted to talk to you guys about how to play a build that is becoming pretty popular on the ladder lately. It's basically a Sylas carry comp, and I'm going to kind of explain like how to play it and kind of the reason why it's strong in the meta. So basically, the foundation of the comp is Sylas and three sages. So it's don't worry about like the four bruisers. Like this is usually what your level 8 board is going to look like. It's going to be like this four bruiser, three sage build with like a random extra unit, which could be Soraka, like Hwei, like anything like that. We'll go into like the different build variations in a second, but the main way that this build is going to look is going to be looking something like this. Sylas, you want to have like tank AP items on him. That means like Crown Guard, Spark, Adaptive. All these items are very good. You can even go Death Cap, but the thing is you probably will never have the item economy to do that because you have to use so many rods. But generally, you're just going to do tank AP items on him. You can throw a BT on him as well, but that's kind of like one of the last resort items. And then after you have your tank AP items on Sylas, you're going to build Sojin and Morello onto Morgana. And it doesn't have to be on Morgana. It could be on like a Hwei or any of those kind of units. But generally, you're going to have something that's supplying AoE Morello onto like a thing. Because this team comp's like the whole purpose of it is that you're running 3 Sage. 3 Sage gives a bunch of AP, and it also gives you lifesteal to your front line. And the reason why this is strong is because it makes every single one of your carry units in the back line a carry. Like Morgana becomes a carry, Zyra's a carry, Soraka's a carry. Any other unit you play is going to be a carry. And then Sylas already has really high base damage, and you're giving him AP tank items, and it gives him a ton of lifesteal, so he becomes like a super huge threat. And generally how you position this is you put Sylas on the outside and Galio next to him, so Galio can taunt off any like main targets, and then you put Diana on the other side. Don't get too tunneled on playing 4 Bruiser. 4 Bruiser honestly doesn't matter that much, and you actually drop it as you like cap your board. So we'll like go over some of the iterations that you'll probably end up playing. Like, and most we'll say like I'll show what like the general super cap board of this looks like. It's usually going to be like probably drop like Aatrox. And you'll be probably playing like, where's Hwei at? You'll probably play like Hwei, and then you'll probably play like Wukong, and you'll be doing like a 3 Sage. You can do 4 Sage sometimes. Like, basically just play whatever you're hitting. Like, this is the comp becomes very difficult to pilot as you move up like level 8, level 9, level 10, because you're just basically like plugging in what fits best for your comp based on like things like the Exalted or like what you're hitting, like what items you have and things. Like, if you're getting a lot of 80 items, like you could probably like play more around like Wukong carry, things like that. And then you put on him like Death Cap or like probably like Nashers or something because you're gonna have extra bows. And then so you get like Wukong in there, and then you'll probably, and if you find Rakan, usually you drop Aatrox for Rakan once Rakan is like 2-starred. So like once you have like a 2-star Rakan, drop him for the Aatrox, and then you can even drop Galio at some point if you want to. Usually you put your secondary tank items on Galio, but if you have like a Rakan too, you can drop Galio and play like more Sages, or you can play like a Lissandra or something like that, or like a higher quality unit. But I don't get too stuck in the mindset of you have to have Storyweaver or Galio as your main tank. And then you're just like kind of like plugging in more legendaries units as you like move up. Like you can throw Lissandra on the board, or you can throw a Zero on the board, things like that. And then you're obviously going to itemize like Wukong or Rakan as like your next people in. And then for augments for this build, I think the best augments are generally you're going to want like an econ augment to get up to your build. Like I think Raining Gold, Slam, and all that kind of stuff is really good epoch. Anything that's going to get you to level 8 with a lot of money is going to be super good. And then the other really, really good augments for Sylas are, we can just go to Sylas and sort by 2-star. And then you have 2-star Sylas, and then you can also like have, I mean, it's going to have a lot of the trait. Oh yeah, you put the trait in with the 3 C. Okay, well, basically the best augments are going to be like heavy hitters is extremely good because obviously most of these bruiser units are going to be in range with heavy hitters. Extremely good. Little buddies is like okay since you're running 4 bruiser, but that's better kind of in the Kai'Sa version. It's okay though, not really like the best. Crown Guarded in the stat says it's not very good, but if it gives you like if you already have a Crown Guard and you get another Crown Guard from Crown Guarded, and you have double Crown Guard on Sylas, is actually extremely good in this composition. Epitaph is like pretty decent. Jewel Lotus is really good in this build. And then pretty much any like Sage +1 is super good. Altruism +1 is really good. Jewel Lotus is really good. Those are the kind of the ones to look out for. Anything that's gonna like make your AP damage do more or like make you tankier, those kind of things. Oh, and also what you do with gloves in this build, because I didn't really show it in the picture, is you're usually going to have like a floating glove or two. Just make a TG and then just throw it on like Diana or Wukong or Rakan or something like that, or Zyra. And you just use the gloves through that. That's pretty much how you play the build. But the thing is, like, I think the main takeaway with the build is to be really flexible when you do your roll down. Because, like, you're not always going to hit Sylas. You're not always going to hit Sylas too. So sometimes, like, let's say you hit a bunch of Annies on your roll down, but you don't hit any Sylases. You're probably going to have to, like, put all the tank items on Annie and then just try to go 9 or whatever, and then get Sylas later or something like that. Like, Annie's a very good substitute for Sylas, and then you can build, like, more of, like, a backline comp. You can play more around, like, you can do, like, Annie Azir or something like that. Don't tunnel too hard on, like, I have to have Sylas, like, on my level 8 roll down. Just be a little bit more flexible with the units you have, and then you'll come out alive. This is, like, probably the most flex build on the patch, so this will be, like, the real test of, like, if you're going to be able to be a really good player and be very flexible. But it's a very fun build, and it's like one of the only AP builds that are playable in the meta right now. And I hope this helped you guys out, and good luck with your games, and hopefully you guys hit Sylas on level 8.